Hello, I'm Frederico Morais, I'm from Portugal and I'm 29 years old. I started surfing around 5-6 years old. Funny, I didn't start surfing around my area in Cascais, where I first had my real touch with the water and trying to stand up was in Algarve, in Vila Moura, which is famous for not having waves. But sometimes there's the odd day with a few white washes and you can catch little waves. I was 5, so anything small, it works for me. And I started paddling on a boogie board with my dad and just trying to stand up, and I just really enjoyed it. And then we drove back to Cascais and I was just begging for a surfboard. My dad was a rugby player, so nothing to do with surfing. And then I just went to Praia do Guincho with my mom and stood up for the first time, and we just kept going. My dad bought some flippers and a wetsuit, so he would swim with me, push me on a wave, would swim back to the sand, get me out the back again, and we just kept growing. He became my coach and the rest is history. I think it's a great place. The water could be warmer, but it's all right. We have great schools, we have great spots, we have beaches really close to the city. It's really easy to find a beautiful beach with nice waves, either small waves or big waves. So I think we have it all. And our surf culture has been growing heaps. Back when I started surfing, there was no surf schools. Now you see so many surf schools, and for the first time now you kind of see like father-son relationship going, like they both surf. And back then I would only see that in Australia, Hawaii, America, and seeing that now in Portugal, it shows that surfing is growing. The best spots in Portugal to surf, I would say by far Peniche and the Ericeira. They just have so many waves, different waves. You can surf with different swells, different winds, and it's really easy to find good waves, performance waves. Obviously, I love to surf around Cascais because it's where I'm from and it's just such a beautiful town. But thinking as a surfer, those two are the main places. Obviously, Super Tubos in Peniche is really famous for its barrels and heavy waves. In Ericeira we have Ribeira de Ilhas, which is a wave I grew up surfing a lot. And I think that's where it comes, my big carves and power surfing comes a lot from those waves, those kind of waves. It gives me, like, it made me know how to surf a long right-hander and draw some lines and have a seamless surfing on those type of waves. My daily routine as a pro surfer is really basic, to be honest. It's pretty much surf all day and gym in the afternoon. Most of the days now, it's more surfing all day. I focus more on the gym on the pre-season, because it's where you kind of build up your year and to get strong and to to make sure your body can fulfill all the obligations and all the expectations you have towards a long year of competition. So right now we're heading to the Olympics, so I'm just more surfing all day and trying to get the boards right and testing boards and make sure my surfing is on point, and that's it pretty much. Obviously, with all the events and all the traveling, it gets really busy, especially this year. A weird one for everyone. We kind of had to put it all together in a really short of time. So we had 3 months in Australia, just back-to-back events, non-stop. Then we flew straight to El Salvador to a ISA comp, then straight to the surf ranch in America. Now I've got 2 weeks here, then Olympics, then Mexico, and then Tahiti. So it's a full-on year, but I love it though. It's what I worked for my whole life, and finally I'm living my dream. I've been doing it for a few years now. I've got good brands supporting me. I've got good people behind me, and that's my goal. I'm really proud of myself to qualify to the Olympics. Obviously, one of my greatest achievements. It was never a goal because surfing was not an Olympic sport. But when they announced that surfing was going to be in Japan for the first time ever, that made me realize how much I wanted it, how much a dream that was, and achieving that and being the first male surfer representing surfing in the Olympics with the Portuguese flag, it's a huge moment for me and for the Portuguese surfing world. So can't wait to be there and give my best. The feeling of representing Portugal is such a great pride, you know, like it's such a high standard. We've got one of the best or a lot of the best sportsmen in the world. We've got Cristiano, we've got a lot of great athletes around the world. So to be known as one as well, it's incredible, and you know, there's a really high expectation on me, but I kind of like that, and I hope I can fulfill everyone's expectations. has been growing a lot. Since I started surfing until now, the growing curve is huge. So it's a really good moment for surfing, especially now with the Olympics and having Portuguese surfers in the Olympics. It's huge, and we need to take advantage of that. There's a lot of young good surfers in Portugal. They just gotta keep working and make the tough decisions that sometimes as a young kids they can have the same lifestyle as a normal school kid. But I've told a bunch of them that in the long term that compensates, and it's gonna make sense one day. So yeah, hopefully we have a good next gen coming, and they're willing to put their hands to work and achieve their dreams.